Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another FPL deadline stream for Game Week 16. We are just around 24 hours before the kickoff of the first game, which will be Friday night. So I thought we'd do it tonight because I'm at work tomorrow, so I won't be able to do the hour before the game. So I thought, why not we go through some information tonight, team newses, game cancellations, postponements. We'll discuss all that today. What my strategy is, what am I thinking moving forward. But before we get stuck in, if you haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed, give us a subscribe as well. So we'll talk about players, teams who are involved, who are being cancelled, moves that we need to make, players we should focus on, players we should look to avoid, and what we basically know about fixtures that are going to be taking place in the next 10 to 12 days. So, how is everyone? Is everyone making their transfers? Has everyone made their transfers? Has everyone submitted their squads in? Did they go early? Did you take any hits already? Do you have any Spurs players in your squad? We'll discuss all of that today. So, before we get stuck in, we'll just go through some comments here. We've got Car Race Skills. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. So the big news today so far has indeed been the cancellation of the game between, I think it's Brighton and Spurs, which will take place on this weekend. So it's a shame, really, that the game has been called off for unforeseen circumstances. 8 players and 5 backroom staff members have been either tested positive or do have symptoms of the COVID itself. So it's a shame. So if you do have players from their squads and you don't have anyone on the bench to cover, then it will be ideal to take some hits this week, because I think the most likelihood that it's cancelled the weekend game, and then they've got midweek, they've got another game. I think it's against Spurs as well. So that will be quite likely for that to be cancelled as well. So there's I think about a couple of players, 4 or 5 players for Spurs as well tonight, that haven't featured, that were confirmed, not with just COVID positive, but they had some form of illness, including COVID. But Brendan Rodgers, like last year, hasn't confirmed the players, which is very, I think it's very nice of him. But Vardy has started tonight, so that's a bit of a relief for me to be seeing him play in the away game against, in the Europa League tie as well. So, let's go through some questions that we have on here. So we've got a football fan on here. Hello, how are you? Aman, yes, Mo, I have Sanchez. Not sure if it's worth taking a hit. I mean, do you have a goalkeeper on your bench that, in terms of Sanchez, who isn't going to be playing due to the game being cancelled, do you have a goalkeeper on your bench that can come in and potentially fill in that gap? Obviously, I've got Foster. I think he's probably the most common choice for second choice keeper who's injured as it is. But is it worth taking that hit for 1 week? In terms of Brighton, I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, again, with this whole COVID situation, it's very, very difficult. That's why it's very crucial that we have players on the bench that come on as well. But for me personally, if you're going to take a -4 hit, the only way to overcome that is if the goalkeeper gets a clean sheet personally, and that's only 2 points as well. So do you think for a +2, is it worth taking a -4? Which potentially the goalkeeper could get only just 2 points anyway, because they could concede multiple goals, for example. But for me, if you got Sanchez in and you've already made your transfers, I wouldn't take a hit for a goalkeeper. At this moment, personally, I would just say, look, it's just a 1 game week. Just wait for the double game week, because we don't really change goalkeepers as frequently during the season. So why not just leave him for this week and just make sure you utilise him when he does have that double game week. Steve, good evening. Very unfortunate to have 2 FTS, Son and Bowen Tony to Dennis. 5.1 in the bank, and to get Ronaldo next week. Nice. Ronaldo against Norwich will be a really good fixture, because I think Norwich will be there for the taking, and he's had a good deserved rest for midweek as well. So I think it might be a good chance for him to really drive him. Could get a bag of goals, a few assists. It will be great to see. So I don't know if you guys have seen my team selection video. So I got a lot of feedback around the team dilemma that I had between King and Josh King and Bowen. So I decided to put Bowen in. But at this moment, if anyone does not play, for example, due to rotation, or simply just having any COVID or illness issues, then at least King, Louise, and Brownhill are on the bench for them to come on. Ali, good evening. I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. Have to do 3 transfers and still have 3 non-players on my bench. Wow. Wow, living on thin ice. But I think, Ali, from what I was seeing on Twitter and mostly in the community anyway for FPL, this week's going to be quite common for hits anyway. So I wouldn't be too distressed or upset by the fact that you've taken a -4 or a -8. And in some places, some people have taken a -16 because they had to kind of make so many moves in one way. Some managers have played their free hit. I guess it's understandable in like situations like this, but for me, I usually go for blank game weeks where literally I know that, for example, someone like a Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool or Man City will have double game weeks, so I can take advantage of the most number of players that have double game weeks. So, sorry about that. But again, it's unprecedented times, and at the end of the day, we need to make these transfers to make sure we have 11 players that will be playing on that day. Aman says, not my goalkeeper. No, my goalkeeper Steele. Oh, fair enough. If I was to move, I would go for Fabianski. I'm just 0.1 off. Oh, damn. It's all these price rises, Aman, to be fair. With Fabianski, they've got really good fixtures, West Ham. That's why I've doubled up on them. Fingers crossed over the next couple of game weeks, they can really drive it and come home with some really good points. Ali says, Steve, you're smashing the Inkling League. Of course, Steve's one of our stars. Absolutely amazing performance so far. Definitely, Ali, keep it up. Steve, great performance. But I think, the plans, like, if you were looking to move away from Kane to Ronaldo this week, that paid off really well. Son is going to be the big miss because I know there's a lot of players, a lot of FPL managers that have moved to Son this week. But he's played well. He's played well in his 4 so-called easier fixtures. He's outscored any other Tottenham player. I think he's going to be the big miss in terms of what people can do elsewhere in terms of playing teams. That's where, the major kind of thought process is going to occur now, is how people are going to play that as well. Right, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling, please give our channel a subscribe. TexXCO, any plans to get Vardy out? He's been played in Europa tonight, so maybe rotated against Newcastle. And with the chance that Leicester Spurs called off, he will potentially be out for 2 weeks. Could be. For me, I don't have any plans to get rid of Vardy. I think I'm pretty content with him. Look, if he doesn't play against Newcastle, I've got Josh King on the bench. Ideally, I'd like him to. But if there is a chance that the Spurs game is called off, then I think there's more likelihood of him featuring against Newcastle. It's really weird to explain. So usually, like, as FPL managers, we'll usually think, look, we have Vardy who's got 3 games in 10 days, sorry. So we'll have Vardy will play game 1, he'll be rested for the middle game, and then he'll be played for the 3rd game. But sometimes football science works differently, so they'll have a look at like the background kind of information from the analysts, and they'll play him for the 1st game. They'll probably play him for the 2nd game because he's fit enough, and then he'll be benched for the 3rd game or rested for the 3rd game. I think with that in mind, he probably will play Newcastle, so that'll be a good shout. Good shout. But yeah, at the moment, I ain't tempted at the moment. But if he does miss 2 game weeks, then I might be tempted. I think with me, I mean, I stayed away from the Kane move. I stayed with Vardy. It didn't really backfire that much. With the Ronaldo move, I'm still content with Vardy because when he does go well, he does go well. Yes, he has periods where he goes blank, but who doesn't? I've just invested that extra 2 mil or just under 2 mil in my defence, so I've just gone a bit opposite, to be fair. But never say never. I might get Ronaldo in a couple of weeks if he does start smashing it. Ali said, I've heard AFCON players may miss 5 games, 19 to 23. Ouch. So that means Salah, sorry mate, he's going to be going out of my squad for at least 5 weeks. That's going to be a decision for me to make. Do I want to just change it for 1 player? Or will I change 2 players and use the funds elsewhere to upgrade another player? That'll be interesting for me to see. Josh, good evening, Josh. Worth Vardy to Ronaldo? It is worth it. I mean, it's. Look, I'm a United fan. I'm not going to turn around and say no, I don't want to do it. Of course. But what do I see in these two players? I mean, in terms of fixtures, yes, I know United have some really good fixtures lined up. But let's look at Leicester. If you look at Leicester generally, Newcastle, Tottenham, not too sure if the game will go ahead or not. Everton, they won against Arsenal, but they're still, there for the taking. Then they've got Everton, Man City, Liverpool. So again, it's not impossible for him to score in these games. I don't know. I just have a feeling that at the moment I move away from him, he's just going to start banging in goals. But I do want to back him. I don't know why. I just want to back Jamie Vardy because every time I rather enjoy my FPL with him in my team than him not in my team. That's the reason why. It always seems to be the way that when I do take him out, he scores bags of goals. Kari Skills, I hope you get 1,000 subscribers and everyone subscribes to his channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't liked us, give us a like on the video as well. William Kennedy, thank you. Good evening. Best Son replacement, I have 10.6 mil. I mean, Man United assets are quite good. Rashford might be a good take. Sancho. Bernardo Silva, if you haven't exceeded your 3 on Man City, I mean players in terms of the number of players. Jota, he's done pretty well in Firmino's absence. There's quite a few players. You might have some funds left over to upgrade your bench or some other players, so that's not a bad shout, to be fair. Ali Mass says, how about Sterling? He has played in the last 4 games, of course. But if he's only got 10.6 mil, I think it's just above the limit, right, in terms of the budget. So Sterling might not be a bad option, to be fair, at all. But I think De Bruyne is back now as well. So good news for Man City. Amund Owen, good evening. Mbembe to Bowen for a -4. Nice. Bowen's in incredible form, like I got him in this week as well. His price has gone up as well to 6.5 mil. I think there might be another rise as well. Steve says, Ali, thumbs up, of course. Ali Matt says, went with Dallo in, Reguilon out. Looks like AWB, sorry. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is injured. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is injured. But Dallo's a good shout, Dallo's played really well. So I follow all United games. So even if they're not televised, I still manage to watch at least the highlights of the game. So I do watch them quite carefully. I'm quite a stats person for United games. And Dallo, he was one of the highest number of crosses. So in terms of crossing the ball in from the right wing in the last couple of games. And he likes to get forward in dangerous areas and doesn't mind a shot either. So for me, I think Dallo might be a good shout as well in the short run, especially around Christmas as well. Because Man United don't have many replacements at the back, the right and the left back. So good shout. Text here, Firmino spotted in training and Jota can't be seen. Jota may be a doubt at the moment. Oh, really? Let me have a look. Jota a doubt in terms of injury. There's no flag on Jota, so might not be a knock on off. It might be given a bit of rest from all the games he's played. But I still think Jota's a good shout in terms of the form he's in as well. If Firmino's back, then he will still get minutes, might be subs minutes as well in rotation. Hafiz, good evening. How do you not have Jota in your team? His underlying stats are crazy. His non-pen expected goal involvement is higher than Salah's. Of course, Hafiz, of course. I mean, I'd love to have Jota, I'd love to have Jesus, I'd love to have Bernardo Silva, all these players into my squad as well. But the thing is, I backed Jota earlier in the season. It didn't quite pay off for me, but I really did back him. Trust me, if you watch my videos from the start, most of the people on this stream who have watched me from previous, I backed Jota. But at that time it didn't work. But this time I'm going for a bit more of a different approach. I'm backing alternative players such as Vardy, Antonio, Zaha. So I've kind of changed my strategy a bit. But look, not having Jota in my squad, it has cost me the last couple of game weeks. But that's just the way it is, unfortunately. I can't have everyone in my squad. I definitely would like to have Jota in. Keith, hey, how are you doing? I'm good. I hope you're well. Paul, good evening. Good evening. Exciting game week header. Honestly, I'm so excited. Tomorrow's game is not a bad game. Brentford, Watford. Looking forward to that game. Owen says, yeah, Jota was absent. Rumoured he got a knock in one of the games. Oh, okay. I mean, in that case, I mean, if he's not available, there's no, like kind of flag at the moment on the FPL game. But if he isn't available, then I'm sure people have the cover on the bench anyway. But still, if he is available and fit to play, Jota all the way. Ali Mac, if you don't take a hit this week, I think you'll be a big green arrow, as a lot of managers taking -4, -8. Yeah, luckily, Ali, I've taken those big hits beforehand. I don't know if you remember, like about a month ago, I just couldn't stop taking hits -4, -8, that -16 about 2.5 months ago. So for me at the moment, touch wood, I mean, I wish it doesn't happen to anyone, but I don't have any Spurs players or Brighton players. So within that regards, I've been quite blessed. But let's just say anyone in my starting lineup, the 11 players I have on the pitch gets rotated or is ill or there's an outbreak or there's a game cancelled. I do believe that the 3 players that I do have on the bench, I think you need at least 2 players on the bench to come on for safety, right? I've got 3 players from different clubs. None of them are playing each other as well. So if their game is cancelled, the likelihood of all 3 of them missing out is quite slim, unless there's like masses of game cancellations. So I'm not in a bad situation. I'm actually okay, and I'm glad I'm not taking a -4 or a -8 this week, because that Everton game, once the points came in, my rank went from around 1.94 mil to 2.04. So I dropped about nearly 60k places. So I think personally, like this week starting off, I reckon with all of the -4s, the -8s put together, I think I can start just within the top 2 million. I reckon I'll go up about 40,000 places. I think that many hits will be taken somewhere or another. I think then we'll bring the game on. I think it's just a few clean sheets and my week will be sorted. Teddy, good evening. Hi, what do you think about Ronaldo as a captain? Ronaldo as a captain is not a bad shout at all. I think with Ronaldo, right, he's going to get the service. And I've seen him press. He's going to be really, really exciting to watch. Look, the way I see it, there's a plan that you make, okay? I made this plan very early on that I was not going to go Ronaldo game week 16. Apologies for that. So the reason why I didn't want to go Ronaldo game week 16 is because at that point, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the manager. Now, not to say Ole as a manager would not be beneficial for Ronaldo, but I think now is a really good chance. I think I've made my strategy, and I don't really intend to rip up my team to bring Ronaldo in. But as a captain, against Norwich, I think there's no better week to captain him than this week. So I like that opportunity. I think if I did have Ronaldo in my squad, let's say rather than Vardy, it was Ronaldo, I would be very tempted to put the captaincy armband on him, because that Salah will get you an odd return. The way his form is, the way fixtures have gone for him, the way the numbers are highlighting, he will get some goals and some returns. But Ronaldo, if he does go big, it's going to be some real, real big points for you. And I reckon as a differential, because I think there's going to be a lot of people captaining Salah as it is. If Salah blanks and Ronaldo goes big, then you got a massive big arrow, Teddy. So I'd definitely go for that. Ramu, good evening. Norgard for Gundo for a -8. Wow. That's... I don't know. I like Gundogan, to be fair. I wouldn't do that personally for a -8. Is there anyone on this stream who's made like 2 free transfers and not taken any hits? Let us know. And does anyone on this stream also have any plans to captain anyone but Salah or Ronaldo? Ronaldo's quite popular as well this week. Let me know. Right, guys, we've got another new subscriber. Thank you. Welcome to the family. If you guys haven't subscribed, please give us a subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't liked the video, please give us a like too. What are your thoughts on Chelsea? They haven't won since Chilwell got injured in that Juve game, which was about 4 games ago. I know they're playing Leeds at home. Leeds have Bamford back, which is, 18 goals from last season, which are huge for them. It'll be really interesting to see how they go along. I think Chelsea should win, but conceding 3 goals last week, was a lot. I was looking at a stat yesterday, which really caught my eye, and we talk about, Chelsea clean sheets, we talk about Man City clean sheets, we talk about Liverpool clean sheets. Did you know that Chelsea only conceded 15 goals, the minimum number of goals in a whole Premier League season in 2005, Honestly, I'd love to have that Chelsea defence then. John Terry, maybe Ricardo Carvalho, probably Ashley Cole potentially. Those kind of players. That was incredible, honestly. If I had that now, that would be clean sheets galore. What was Mendy doing last week against West Ham? I had no idea. Steve Sedman 2-3. Nice, nice, Steve. So no hits, lovely. I'll tell you, I want to say thank you to everyone who watched and commented on the whole Bowen versus King dilemma that I had. If it weren't for you guys, kind of like giving me the right answers and giving me the confidence, I don't think I would have been tempted to go for Bowen this week. But you know what? He's played well. That's the thing. But so is King. But the thing is, that's the good thing I like about it is the fact that I'm sport for choice. And if anyone does miss out for whatever reason, I've got Josh King to come on. Yeah, Ali, you're right. Actually, that's such a good point. I didn't actually pick that up. Kovacic and Kante are huge misses, actually. Defo. Hey, Ottawa, Bazingwa! Yes, yes, Bazingwa! You're right. Oh, what a team that was. Remember checking goal as well before he got that headgear helmet. Oh my god. What a team. What a team. Good evening, Ottawa. Welcome to the stream. What were your thoughts on the Arsenal game, by the way? Any Smith Rowe owners in here? I never found out why Smith Rowe didn't play. Was it an injury? Because it didn't say injury on the FPL website, and there was no injury news during the game either. Was it just a rest, or if anyone does have any additional information, please do share. Because he's owned by about 30% of FPL managers, so that was huge that night. But it's nice to see Saka fit and going again. But that Aubameyang miss, oh my god, that was tough to digest as a non-Arsenal fan. Jesus. Aleko, good evening. Bernardo captain for a differential. I like Bernardo Silva. Wolves are considered the king of draws this season. They had Liverpool to the 94th minute, so they're going to be tough to score past. Bernardo Silva as captain, I think that's a good shout. Following, the top two favourites, Salah, followed by Ronaldo, followed by Bernardo Silva. Not a bad shout. I think it's time we start going differential now because otherwise rankings are just not going to move. Paul, good evening. Do you wish you would have a lower price goalkeeper and have Bernardo, Foden or Gundogan instead of the funds allowed? Yeah, so I've had this question before and I really do like this question. The thing is, Paul, the reason why I stuck with Edison is because I kind of put all my eggs in one basket. Now, it hasn't really paid off. I mean, I think I got 3 out of 6 clean sheets, right? So I'm banking on clean sheets from Man City. So I'm thinking if I'm going to bank on clean sheets from 2 defenders, why not just go for the extra 1.5 mil as a goalkeeper? And with this, because I made the plan of my squad, I wanted 15 strong players. Let's say I took out 1.5 mil and I updated, let's say Bowen or Zaha to like a Gundogan or a Bernardo Silva, for example. I just think the rotation kind of scares me. Edison's less likely to be rotated unless he's coming back from an injury, for example, or he's travelling from Brazil and there's still some restrictions. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident that he'll play week in, week out. So yeah, I think there's not going to be much difference between Edison's points and someone like a Bernardo Silva. I'm not saying he's going to outscore him, no way. But if you have a look at it, at the moment he's got 56 points. And let's look at Bernardo Silva, or let's look at some Man City midfielders. So 56 points, yeah. Bernardo Silva's got 84. The way I see it, yeah, potentially I could, but I just feel comfortable with having Edison in my goal. So for now, it's going to stay that way, unless I change my mind after New Year, potentially. But the fixtures that Man City have, I just want to really take advantage of having a defensive line. It's just been a shame that they haven't kept a clean sheet against Villa or Watford, which I generally, and West Ham, it was the last kick of the game. So that easily could have been, 45 points for me, and that would have changed my season because I would have been pretty much near enough 900 points, near enough, the top, top mill itself. But look at the number of greens there from all the way to, pretty much game week 27. So 11 game weeks. I think Edison's more likely to play week in, week out, Paul, and that's why I'm so tempted to still keep him. Otherwise, the temptation is there to get an outfield Man City player. But you never know. After 1st of Jan, when the number of games per kind of days or weeks calms down, then definitely for sure. Steve Sedman still flagged. No news. Let's have a look. Groin injury. Never heard of that. 75%. Who they got this week? Southampton. I think he might miss out this Saturday and potentially be back for Wednesday, the West Ham game. That's going to be a cracking game. But Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Saka. What a great, new talent that Arsenal have. I think the future's bright for Arsenal personally. Ali, Cancelo for captain, got a rest midweek. Cancelo's an interesting one because if he gets a clean sheet, that'll be 6 points, double that to 12, and then we have to wait for a return, so potentially 4 or 5, so potentially looking at about 12, 24 points. Yeah, I can see it. I can see Cancelo being captain. I'm not really a fan of defenders being captain, to be fair. That's just my choice. But if there was any defender I was going to captain, number 1 would be Trent, and number 2 would be Cancelo. But I like the way you're thinking it, Ali. A bit differential. I love it. Apologies for that. Anyone still sticking with Antonio? I know we got an assist last week against Chelsea. Still 39% of managers have him, but look at that fixture run all the way to Watford. No, actually, let's go to Newcastle, game week 26, February. Fingers crossed he stays fit. Him and Bowen, that is one incredible run. I like it. What about Reece James against Leeds? That'd be an interesting one. Trent against Newcastle would be a decent one if he plays. I like that one. I like it. Right, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Keep the questions coming in, please. Let's think of an absolute differential captain this week. Who would I go for? And why? Let's have a look at the fixtures. I think if Aguero was still here back in the days, I would have gone to Aguero against Wolves. Would have been good. Lukaku against Leeds would have been a good shout with their defence. Bruno Fernandes against Norwich is not a bad shout either, to be fair. Son would have been great. Son against Brighton would have been a very, very popular choice. Yeah, I don't really see much else which we can look at, but otherwise, pretty much straightforward captaincy decisions. Ali Mac, game week 18, Antonio in for me. Nice, love it. Gotta love Antonio. Bit of Antonio in FPL, love it. Ramu, I have Sanchez and McCarthy. Should I bring in a replacement keeper for a hit? McCarthy, Southampton, right? Is he available or injured? Let's have a look. Oh, McCarthy's injured. How long is he for? Personally, for me, buddy, we had this conversation at the start of the video. I mean, if it's just Sanchez for 1 week, I personally wouldn't take a hit because the likelihood of the goalkeeper you bring in to keep a clean sheet will be tough. So again, it's down to your choice, but I personally, I'd keep Sanchez. I wouldn't take a -4 for a goalkeeper just to take a hit for that. It affects your. I mean, it sounds like -4 doesn't mean much, but trust me, -4 at the moment, the league is so tight. I think 4 points can be literally about 100 to 200,000 spots or places. So it's just very crucial we look after the number of points we have at the moment. But it's entirely your choice, Rami. I personally would keep Sanchez for the game. Steve says Wilson as captain. Nice against Leicester, who haven't kept a clean sheet since day 1. Apologies. Of the game week FPL. Sorry about that. I took Antonio out between game week 7 and 15 in a period which his form dropped drastically. He only scored 1 goal, but I have him back now for West Ham's fixture swing. I think they're on the up again. Ottawa, I think you're the good luck charm for Antonio. And I was confident ahead before, but now I'm a bit more confident. I'm actually pretty fully confident that he will get back into form now. You bring him good luck. Ali, I prefer Watkins to Wilson. Watkins has been some decent form this season since Gerrard came in. Really good form. That goal against Man City, Really underrated, but a really good goal. Gastek, good evening. Man United players against Norwich. Nice. I like that. I like that pick. And he's got Timo Werner as captain. Timo scored in the Champions League for Chelsea, so not a bad shout whatsoever. Ottawa says, I might do McCarthy to Backman next week. Ramsdale is fine for this week. Ramsdale's amazing, honestly. That guy kept Arsenal in this season. Right, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Fiacra says, good evening. I took a -8 to get in Son and Kane and Wilson out for Ronaldo. Son, Kane and Wilson out for Ronaldo, Bernardo and Dennis. Nice. I like it. Ronaldo coming in. Ottawa says, haha. Hopefully good luck for all of us this week. Fingers crossed. That's what we're aiming for, guys. That's what we're aiming for. Ali says, Rami, so you don't have a goalie playing this weekend, but if your new goalie will keep a clean sheet and you believe it, worth a free hit. Of course, but just for 1 week. I mean, what the question I'm saying is just for 1 week and then going back, you're technically taking a hit from -4, and then you'll be using a transfer, which may be very crucial for you next week. We don't know with this whole COVID situation. So, again, unless, as Ali says, you're fully comfortable doing that and you're believing in your new goalkeeper, go for it. Luxury Lifestyle, good evening, bro. You almost gave me a panic attack with that title. I thought I missed the deadline. Sorry, guys. It's just the one I use. So, yeah, I mean, it's tomorrow. But I did it because I'm working tomorrow, guys. So I thought I'd do it today so we could have a little conversation and catch up. Considering the Brighton versus Spurs game has been cancelled, there's been a lot talked about tonight in terms of what changes you can make and who you can look out for. I mean, Kane's easy. Kane to Ronaldo, Kane to any other striker is pretty much straightforward. Son's the tough one. Do you upgrade him to like a Bruno, De Bruyne, Mane, if you don't have them, for example? Or do you kind of downgrade him to like a Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, along those lines, Bowen, and then use those other spare funds elsewhere to boost your bench, for example? There's a lot for us to discuss from there. But apologies, Luxury Lifestyle. Vivek, good evening. Son, Kane, Reguilon, what a nightmare for Snow. Kane, show, and now this. Of course, honestly, this is the life, unfortunately, of an FPL manager. We had enough before to digest, but COVID's taken it to another level. Do I remove all this week as it is clear no go for the next 3 fixtures? I personally would get, if you've got Vivek and anyone else on the stream who's watching, if you do have Spurs players, this is my personal advice, just get rid. For at least 2 weeks, they're not going to play, maybe even 3 game weeks. I'm going to go Tony to King and Kane to Ronaldo for a -4. -4 on the second thought. Nice luxury. I like that. Nice. We're getting more and more people on the stream, guys. So, guys, if you're news around here and you've been here before, but you haven't hit that subscribe button, please take a polite moment and hit that subscribe button. Help us grow the channel. And if you haven't liked the video, give us a like. If you are liking the content you are seeing. Ottawa. There's a risk that Spurs will also have the Leicester game postponed. So any Spurs, Brighton, Leicester players that are a risk in short term. Looks like it. Looks like it indeed. So let's say the Spurs game Leicester game is cancelled, right? With Spurs. Oh, so should I try the Ronaldo move? Can I do it? United. Ronaldo. 1.6 mil. And then I could get rid of Rudiger. For Ben White. But then I have to play Josh King or Ben White week in, week out. Oh, the decisions. I don't like these decisions. We can think about that. That's based on the fact that if Leicester's game doesn't go ahead. Ottawa, there's a risk that Spurs postpone this. Yeah, so they could be done that for sure. Ali, Leicester losing tonight, so I think they'll drop to the Conference Jaffa League. Yeah, the one that is it Spurs? They lost to Mora or someone. Oh my god. Ottawa, which Jaffa cake flavour is the best one? The original, right? Luxury, who you got in the cup this week? Cup? Which cup? Is there a cup this week? I don't know. Is there a cup this week? Don't know. I couldn't see any cups. Ali Matt says orange. Yeah, the original Jaffa cakes are the best. Vivek, Kane to Ronaldo done. So Son to Bowen -4 unlocks regular on Cancelo. Worth. Do I have Tavares and Livra? Nice. Keith taking a massive hit this weekend. Wild card. Keith, it's happened. It's happened. Vivek says or Livra to sorry. Or Livra to Cancelo -8. Regards. Regulon might have to triple on all sales. Yeah, true. Luxury, you take only -4 Vivek. I would take a -4 only, buddy. Rami says nice stream. Thank you, Rami, so much. And guys, if you're new around here or you've been here before, you haven't given us a subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. Join the FPL Inkling family club and hit that like button if also you like the stream. I just had a thought. Rather than white, how much is Livramento now? 4.5. I'm outpriced. 0.1. Thing is, then I could go Reece James, Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, Diaz, Zaha, Salah, Bowen, 4-3-3. Then I can play 4-3-3 basically with Ronaldo up front. How many good fixtures does Ronaldo have? Yeah, quite a few actually, to be fair. Right. Guys, watch this place. Watch this space. I might make this transfer moves with Ronaldo and Livramento. Potentially, but will Ronaldo and Livramento over the season get me more points than Rudiger and Vardy? That's the question. Do I go short term for long term loss? I've got that in my mind though. We've got it in my mind, so let's not overthink it for now because it will confuse me. But if I need to go, that is one way to look at it as well. Does it tap into overall on the cups? Oh, I've got someone called Abra. Oh, I get it now. Abda Dubravka. Kind of like a tongue twister. Hey. Good luck to me. I didn't even know there was a cup started. I don't know why I thought it was game week 18. But hey, game week 16. Let's go for it. That'd be interesting. Luxury says, yes, cup starts on a check. You must have got your opponent. I got mine. Yeah, I just got mine. So Abra Dubravka. It's like a tongue twister. I will go through that score in my knee-jerk reaction. It was hard enough as it was. Now I've got a cup to decide as well. Ugh. I really want to try strawberry or passion. Passion fruit's nice, Ottawa. I recommend the passion fruit one. It's good. Ali Mac, Lamptey or Dallo. Dallo! Oh yeah, 4.4. Dallo. Double United. Watch out for this space, guys. Lamptey's a good shot as well. Luxury does a Mogo for Dallo, 4.4. Way better of a shout. True. Vivek says, so many minors don't want this. Hardly pulled up after 6k from 6. Now 32k. Nice, 32k is amazing, Vivek. You smashed it. Luxury says, Ali Mac Dalot, he seems likely to start. Nice. Steve said when Antonio downgrade. Shout. But it's just the fixtures of Antonio, isn't it? That's the problem. Well, that's 6.3. Let's go for forwards. I don't want to double up on. I don't want to double up on What's there? Watford. Oh, Wood 6.7. Look at Chris Wood. Oh, Edouard. Probably a bit out of my reach. So let's say I'll go for Huang because I want someone playing. Then I can have, King and Ronaldo up front. I've still got 0.7. And then with 0.7 I could potentially upgrade somewhere else. Yeah, it's a lot of thinking to do. I need to look at squads. I need to look at fixtures. Oh, okay. This is only going to happen if Vardy doesn't play and the game gets cancelled. All right, we'll think about it. We'll definitely think about it. But you know what? I love this, man. I love thinking around this. But Vardy against Newcastle, just focus on that because I think that'll be a good game for him. Steve says Antonio downgrade. Luxury says review your opponent's squads. I need to, honestly. I need to get all the clipboard out. Marker, go for everything. Watkins, Steve, yeah, true. Watkins, yeah. Keith says go for 5 in midfield. Oh, yeah, I should actually. 5 in midfield sounds like a good shot, actually, to be fair. Luxury says Steve, Watkins, Richarlison. If you're dead set on selling, you can go for King Dennis too. Yeah, good shout, good shout. I like 8 Nori from Gameweek 22 as well. He's playing as a winger for Wolves, more or less. Yeah, he's on the right, I think it was. Sometimes on the left as well. But the fixture swing is 6 weeks. Oh yeah, 6 weeks. This is the main time, right? But that's good forward thinking, Ottawa. I like it. Keeping Wolves. I might go for Huang at that time. Do you know that? I know he's been a bit quiet, but I might go for him around that time. Vivek, seriously, don't touch Antonio. Leave him there for the next 10 game weeks. Watch your rank soar up. Don't even remember he's there. I can have him with Ronaldo, Dennis, and Davis now. Nice. Rather compliment about it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I mean, I'm just having to play around to see what I can do with who. It's just Ronaldo just basically, it's just such... The thing with Ronaldo is, right, it looks so good looking at him now. Let's say, in giving an example, I don't think this will happen. Let's say he's benched on the weekend against Norwich. I know he's got the rest of this week, midweek, but he probably won't be. But let's say he gets rested or he blanks for 2 points only. Comes off after 60 minutes to take him off. He just gets 2 points. 12.5 mil, honestly. It's going to be interesting. Keith says, my setup is 3-5-2. Nice. Let's have a little bit of a play around. Let's have a little like a mini wildcard thing. Let's go to reset. So let's say I was going to play 3-5-2, yeah. So my 3 defenders at the back are going to be James, Alexander-Arnold, and Diaz. Take out Rudiger. Let's go to defenders. Let's go for a max of 4.6. Where are the people I want? So let's say we take a Ben White. Actually, no, not Ben White. Let's take a... Where is he? He'll be on this page. Lamptey, 4.5. Actually, no, I'll leave him 4.4. Dalot, there he is. And let's bring in Ben White. Already got Diaz, take him out. Right, so that's the 3 at the back setup. I get 3.4 mil. So 3-5-2. So I need to upgrade Brownhill and Douglas Luiz. Let's say, for example, if I get rid of, let's say Douglas Luiz, 7.9. Let's say midfielders wise, I can get Bernardo Silva in 0.3. And I've got King up front. I could play 3-4-3 potentially with Bernardo Silva in there. That's one way. That's one way, but it's 12 points. I don't want to take a 12-point hit, but 3-4-3. How does that look, Mo? Looks all right. Definitely can be considered. Right, guys, we've got over 25 people on the stream now. If you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling, please give us a subscribe. Join the family, help this channel grow. Luxury says, my opponent is... But now I'm against him, he'll probably end up with 100 points. It happens, it happens. Sorry, I couldn't say the name or the word. Vivek says, midfield 5 definitely solely for options and potentials comparing to forwarders. Nothing, absolutely agree with over the past, guys. Game weeks, cool. Potentially, what I'm thinking, what about 4-5-1? So let's say, reset this. And then I could get rid of Rudiger. For White. I'm going to play one striker up front. Let's say we go for Ronaldo. And let's say I downgrade him to Huang. And I play one striker up front. I've got 2.3 mil. Then I go... No, it won't work. It won't work. Sorry, I was trying to think of something, but it was just not going to work. Ignore that. Yay, we're at 938 now, guys. 938 subscribers. Thank you. Ali says, Antonio is a bully against lesser teams. I would be keeping him if I had him. 100%. I'm just having a bit of a play around at the moment, guys. I really want to see if Ronaldo bags a big haul. Vardy doesn't play or plays on the weekend and the midweek game is cancelled. But the way I see it, the game they had midweek was against Spurs. So if that game is cancelled, I don't mind keeping Vardy and letting King play. Because King has Burnley away. So I'd take that and then just wait for him as a double game week in the future. Rather than going for Kane, I'll just keep Vardy. Top smart thinking there by Mo. No hits, keep Vardy. Keith says, James, Cancelo, Trent, Bowen, Jota, Salah, Bernardo, Foden, Antonio and King. Wow, what a squad, Keith. 100 points right there for me. Jalal, good evening. Think of King instead of Zaha. I like Zaha, bro. I think Zaha's decent. And with Everton's defence recently, who haven't kept a clean sheet since day one of the Premier League FPL campaign, I think we're a good shout. But yeah, I've had that dilemma with Bowen as well, but I want to play Zaha. Keith says, subs Dennis, Alonso and Williams. Oh, Alonso on the bench. Ooh. Michael, should I do Alonso, Dennis and CR7 to James, Dennis and Vardy? Alonso, Dennis and CR7. Oh, I'd go Dennis, Alonso and CR7, buddy. I've got Vardy because he became my... He was my kind of like plan for a long, long time, but Alonso and Ronaldo looks decent. Right, guys, let's get us to 940 subscribers before I end this stream. So if you're on here and you haven't subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe and help us get to that 940 mark today. Luxury says, Vivek, don't you remember what Antonio did at the start of the season? Now possibly the best run to keep him in. If you've had him all these blanks, do not sell him now. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't sell him personally, guys. If a player weren't entirely played, there's no problem in taking a hit 2 points better than 0. True, of course. I agree with that, Luxury. Genius Gamer, hey, good evening. Zafrador 313, Jota wasn't pictured in training today. He might have just been given a rest, you know. I don't think there's anything serious to worry about Jota. I mean, if he is, he'll probably just be given a rest. It's nothing major, I think, because I haven't heard too much around it, but he might have just been given a bit of a break. He's played a lot of football back-to-back, right? Vivek says, Foden has turned into a big dilemma next week. Injury and through potentials of 4 best fixtures after Wolves. Nice. So, Mo, downgrade Rudiger to Dallo, upgrade Zaha to Bernardo Silva. Yeah, but the thing is, I've got, at the moment, I've got 3 City players, so if I go... Oh, the wrong screen. I've got it here. Let's have a look. So, let's go Rudiger to Dallo, yeah? Manchester United, Dallo. Ronaldo here. King to Bernardo Silva. Where is he? Yeah. Then I got 1.2 to get rid of Diaz or Cancelo. Or I could get rid of Edison. 4.8. Yeah, it's a shout. I can look into it definitely, but I don't really want to take a -16 as of yet. So I will think about it. It's a good shout. Thank you for that one, Luxury. Keith, if Vardy isn't playing this weekend, not worth keeping, didn't score tonight, and if he's not playing Newcastle, then he has tough fixtures. Yeah, I mean, there's no confirmation yet he's not playing this weekend. So for me, I'm still going to keep him just for this one, and then I'll make my decision after this week, because I've got the cover on the bench if need be. Ali says Jota was pictured at a farm trying to hit a bond. Like Bernardo Silva has given me 24 points in the last 2 games. He's only next to Salah for the best player in the Premier. Yes, he is. He definitely is, guys. He definitely is. Right, guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. Thank you, everyone, so much for being part of this stream. I hope you really enjoyed it. I wish everyone to the best of luck. Thank you all for all your bright ideas for me to looking into my squad. I definitely am keeping them in mind. I may look to potentially change that after this game week, because I think I've got the squad for this game week. I'll make my decisions on Vardy and Rudiger and other players like Zaha as well. So we'll wait and see. I hope everyone has a good week. I hope everyone has a safe week. Please do stay safe. It is quite concerning with the whole COVID variant, and I hope everyone makes their decisions. The deadline is tomorrow night, guys, so please get it in before 6:30. And I hope you enjoyed this live deadline stream. Apologies, I've done it a day before if I do freak some of you guys out because of the timings, because I'm working tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it tomorrow before the deadline as I usually do, which is Saturday mornings. But I hope you guys get everything done, make your captaincy choices, make your decisions wisely. If you are going to be taking hits, just remember this is one of those weeks where it will be done. But best luck to everyone. Take care of yourselves. You guys know what you guys need to do. Give that video a like and hit subscribe on FPL Inklink. Be part of the family. Let's get to 940 before you guys get off this stream. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.